What's up, everybody? Final game matchup against 3-8 Troy team that I would hope we can just beat pretty easily. It's never how it works, though. So we'll see how it goes. At this point, I will... Of course, I can't remember if we have the best conference, or if we're going to the conference championship or not. I think we are. Like I said, I think we are, but you know, also have a potential college football playoff spot on the line. Still got to be highly ranked. It still bugs me that those helmets are silver when they're supposed to be white.
I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay,
Let's say UWF played their 5th game of the season last night in real life, and Marcus Stokes looked pretty good. Was slinging the ball around the yard. Definitely makes me also want to sling the ball around the yard in this game. We'll see what happens. See how good we run the ball.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think we always run the ball better going to the right than we do the left, but
ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun to give, looking for room. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give. At the 45 on its way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, the running back looking for room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down.
But I mean, if we don't have to sling the ball around the yard, as soon as I say that.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there on the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So the Troy Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Troy is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. To open the quarter with this first down play. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on this...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run up field, and you run right up the middle. Good job by the defense getting some penetration to throw off the running back.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Delivers the contact. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the 30-yard line on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Called by the offense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beckham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to pass, it's Crowder. Finds his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create. It's sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions.
And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. To throw, it's Crowder. Getting some heat. Slings it downfield. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
First and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It's now second down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back up top on second and 10. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They'll try to pick up the first. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
The give out of the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Get it out on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Trying to surge it in. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Beckham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's now second down after the short completion. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Handoff from the gun. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Now from inside the red zone. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time.